Body bags were horror lies.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to week 205 here on the Body Bags, and that is a special theme week. The theme week we have picked for y'all this week is Grindhouse, and my choice for this one is 1973's Gator Bait. If y'all aren't aware, I'm sure most of y'all know, like, Grindhouse is kind of the early dawns of independent and low-budget films. Most of them took place in the 70s. There's some in the 80s and the late 60s as well. But a lot of exploitation, a lot of rape revenge, a lot of just grittier guerrilla filmmaking, and stuff you wouldn't necessarily see in the mainstream. This is stuff usually shown at drive-ins or kind of seedy theaters. But Grindhouse stuff went on to influence some of the greatest filmmakers of all time, of course, including Tarantino, and there's Robert Rodriguez, but there's many others I think that have been influenced by different exploitation, rape, revenge, various films from the generation. And has spawned us some classics. Last House on the Left, I Spit on Your Grave, so forth and so on. But this is Gator Bait 1973, starring Claudia Jennings. Who's here on the front with the cheesy ass cover art. You got shows you some of the sleazy dudes on the back. Right from the get-go, this woman is getting chased down by the corrupt sheriff and his sleazy ass sons, and she ends up escaping them. This is like a little boat chase scene going through the swamp, and from there, that really just sets the pace of film. It's kind of has that Hatfield and McCoy's kind of rivalry, I guess, going on. They really have it out for her and her family. They really do a good job of playing up the sleaze of the brothers. I mean, one of the brothers even tries to rape his own sister. Pretty creepy guys. Not the best acting in the world, but performances are still creepy enough. And effective given the subject. But basically this Claudia chick's a pretty tough girl. She's catching rattlesnakes. She's doing the whole hunter-fisherman vibe. She's plays a good heroine, I would say. Maybe not as maybe not the best acting performance in the world, but she pulls off the strong character in this film. So yeah, like I said, this Rob family, the sheriff's family, has it out for her. They end up actually killing one of her sisters and attacking other family members. I won't give too much away there, but that of course encourages her to seek revenge. So I mean, that is the basic plot of this one. Her and her mute brother are going. With the help of her mute brother, she goes and seek revenge. So you definitely have that sympathy for her and her family, and you root for them. The setting is pretty good. They did a good job of that. I mean, it's all really seems to be set in the swamp. The soundtrack is very swamp music, country, the tinge of bluegrass thrown in there. I think it sets the vibe pretty well. That's some of the major pluses of this one. And of course, it has your sleaze factor. There is some nudity and stuff in here. Not overly bloody or gory, but there is one very memorable kill involving a shotgun to a girl's privates. Definitely a memorable kill in the movie, but there are. It's basically your straightforward revenge flick. Like I said, some of the acting is pretty shoddy in this, though. Definitely tell it's been put together on a low budget. It's not a whole lot going in the gore department, but there is some cool squib effects, exploding blood packets, stuff like that. But overall, this movie just falls short in a lot of areas. The the pacing is kind of slow and tedious, and the dialogue is not very strong at all in this film. Um, the actions motivate, I guess, most of the scenes and stuff, but the actual dialogue just really falls short for the most part. The sheriff, though, and his sons, I think they do pull off the sleaziness factor, and you definitely hate these guys. Um, but yeah, there's just not a whole lot going on for this, guys. I mean, if you're really a fan of rape, revenge, and exploitation stuff, I'd say check it out. Um, but don't spend an arm and a leg for it. Don't go crazy seeking it out. But give it a watch. It is entertaining from the cheesy factor alone. I mean, you'll get some laughs out of this one. Like I said, of course, the memorable kill with the shotgun. Um, but yeah, just overall, this movie really falls short. Very abrupt ending. It's just kind of like, okay, that works, I guess. And it's like just underwhelming overall. Some overtop. She's using a Molotov cocktail at one point with this boat that's been covered in moonshine, I believe, which I know would be highly flammable. But when this Molotov cocktail hits, it looks like a stick of dynamite just blowing the fuck out of this boat. And that just cracks me up. Like I'm not sure that's how that would react. I think it would go up in flames pretty quickly, but I don't know that it would just explode. And you can literally hear the huge boom gunshot that I'm pretty sure is from a stick of dynamite. It's an entertaining movie, but not a good movie. I would give it like a 4.5 out of 10, and I think that's being generous with it, but there is some appeal and an entertainment factor, a late night watch, one of those kind of mystery science theater you can kind of watches. You can sit there and just make fun of it and have a good time. But I think it does showcase what a Grindhouse flick is and what kind of the rape revenge, exploitation movies are about. I think it's it's a straight up example of kind of what's going on in that era. So until next week, y'all, appreciate y'all watching. Peace.